Kol halal Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi. All praises to the Most High Yahawah, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahawashi. The Spirit was wanting me to do a lesson regarding the times that we're in and sort of the miraculous acts that we can look forward to and be expecting in these times. I wanted to relate that to a account in the book of Kings where you had Elijah the prophet bringing in massive amounts of believers through miracles that he performed through the Most High Yahawah. And how this account also relates to the time that we're in now, that we will be not only seeing those types of miracles being performed directly from the Most High, but we will also be doing those ourselves. So I want to take a look at Scripture to sort of support all of this. So to tee up the story, let's go to 1 Kings chapter 18 and 1. And it came to pass after many days that the word of the Most High came to Elijah in the 3rd year, saying, Go, show thyself unto Ahab, and I will send rain upon the earth. Now Ahab was the king at that time. And we know that from Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, that what has happened in the past will happen again. There are so many instances in Scripture of this having happened and also prophesying that it will happen for so many various types of events and stories. It is a motif that is all throughout the Scriptures. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So the time period from before that saw Elijah bringing in many believers through miracles will be happening again. And I also believe in the Scriptures talks about sending Elijah the prophet before the great and dreadful day. So he is back on the earth now, reincarnated, which this scripture alludes to, among many other things. Let's take a look at John 14 and 12. Verily, verily, this is Yahawashi, the Messiah speaking. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than those shall he do, because I go unto my Father. And Yahawashi performed so many miracles. I believe there's a verse that specifically speaks to, he did so many miracles, a book couldn't even contain them, from transmuting water into wine, transmuting various substances, passing through crowds of people, sort of just like phasing through them. Shadowcat from the X-Men comes to mind. So many different types of things. One interesting thing was, one of my favorite ones was in the Garden of Gethsemane. I hope that I'm saying that right. Where he performed, I guess you could call it telekinesis. I actually wrote an article on that. Let's see if I can find that. Telekinesis. Okay, here we go. Spiritual powers, telekinesis. John 18 and 6. And let's see. So I showed a few clips that I thought were pretty cool that show these types of powers. I think it's important to kind of see different representations of these, because these are abilities, again, that not only did we once have, but also will exercise in the future. And I'm specifically referring to the 144,000, the Tabernacle of David. So this is from X-Men. This here is from Chronicle. The guy's throwing back a bunch of cop cars. Now let's see the scripture. Okay, so it was in John here, John 18 and 6. As soon as as soon then as he said unto them, I am he, this is when the men were coming to arrest him, I am he, they went backward and fell to the ground. So I would play these videos, which give you a better sense, but what I envision here is those men kind of being thrown backward onto the ground. It's very difficult to explain it in words, but definitely check out those videos to give you kind of a sense for what's going on there. And so not only will we be performing the same miracles that he performed, but we're going to be doing things, miracles that are much greater. Let's see this next scripture I have teed up. Luke chapter 9, verse 54. And when his disciples, James and John, saw this, they said, Lord, wilt thou that we command fire to come down from heaven and consume them, even as Elias did? So at the time, roughly 2,000 years ago, when the Messiah was physically walking the earth, the disciples did have tremendous powers, and here it is calling fire down from the heavens. And it says Elias here, but that is sort of the Greek way translated into English of saying Elijah. Elijah, of course, is the translation of the prophet's name in Hebrew into English, but it's referencing the same person. I guess that's the point that I'm trying to get across. Here is another visualization of that kind of fire coming down from the heavens. This is kind of a neat video with some pretty cool visuals. You can search it on YouTube here, but here is here's the title of the video. So let's go to the account. 1 Kings chapter 18 and 17. And it came to pass when Ahab, that was the king at the time, the king of Judah, I believe, saw Elijah, that Ahab said unto him, Art thou he that troubleth Israel? And he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but thou and thy father's house, in that ye have forsaken the commandments of the Most High, and thou hast followed Balaam, an idol, a false idol. Verse 19, Now therefore send and gather to me all Israel unto Mount Carmel, and the prophets of Baal 450, and the prophets of the groves 400, which eat at Jezebel's table. Jezebel was the wife of Ahab at that time, which that was a position she shouldn't have held. I believe she was a Canaanite or a heathen. So heathen are reserved to be concubines, not wives. Verse 20, So Ahab sent unto all the children, this is sons, unto all the sons of Israel, and gathered the prophets together unto Mount Carmel. And Elijah came unto all people and said, How long halt ye between two opinions? If the Most High is your power, follow him. But if Baal, then follow him. And the people answered him not a word. So we're kind of in that time period right now where you have, of course, the nation of Israel, the 1/3 elect, waking back up to our identities of who we were as prophesied. But you also have the 2/3, and not all of the elect have been woken up, but they are being woken up as we speak. And those that are, they will find themselves in this position where they ultimately have to make a choice. Are they going to worship the Most High Yahawah, which is our power, or are they going to continue following the God of this world, which is, in many respects, of course there are many, but Esau, led by the spiritual demon Satan, right, the Edomites. Verse 22, Then Elijah Then said Elijah unto the people, I, even I only, remain a prophet of the Most High, but Baal's prophets are 450 men. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose 1 bullock for themselves, and cut it in pieces, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under, and I will dress the other bullock, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under. Sort of setting up these altars here, and call ye on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of Yahawah, and the power that answereth by fire, let him be the power. And all the people answered and said, It is well spoken. So we have this challenge here issued to the prophets of Baal, and the one that demonstrates, of course, the powers, or demonstrates that their power is actually real, is the one where you see fire consuming the altar. Verse 25, And Elijah said to the prophets of Baal, Choose you 1 bullock for yourselves, and dress it, for ye are many, and call upon the name of your gods, but put no fire under. And they took the bullock which was given unto them,